Hi folks, I'm Robin the Demon Warship Andromeda Ascendant, who else would I be? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Tiptoe. This one is going to be called Vampire Queen. This look was inspired by a pitch that I saw on Facebook and kind of similar to a look that I've done before, but not quite. In this one I'm going to be putting my own spin on it as well, and there is going to be a complete outfit to go with it, of course. It's a relatively simple kind of look. It's pretty much two colours, but I'm going to kind of play around with it a little bit. I did want to include purple in this one, and I will find a way to include purple in this one. But the outfit that I have chosen to go with it is kind of matching the colours that are already in the picture. So it's going to be kind of like a reddy colour as well. But I am going to find a way to get purple or some kind of sparkle in there, because one of the purples that I do have is kind of like a more dried congealed blood kind of look. But we'll figure it out and see where we get. So, as you can see from the picture, once more, it's pretty much a monotone, typical vampire kind of ha-ha-ha look. So, we're going to start off with something that is pretty good. I was going to go straight in with the black eyeshadow, but I'm not going to, because what we need to do is create a cute base for it. And considering there's going to be lots of liner in this one, then we're going to cover the eyelids in black liner and then go over it with the eyeshadow just to make it a little bit deeper. So I have to find my trusty little mirror. There is another one over there, but this is closer, detailed work. And we're just going to go over the eyelids. Doesn't matter if you get it rough, smooth, whatever. We're going to be going over it later. So first of all, let's do that. It's one of those twisty ones as well, so it's like, This is going to be a really kind of relatively short video, I hope, compared to the last one. I know it was quite long on the last one, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, foundation layer and contour and everything already done, because this is just about the eyes, so let's get on with it. It can literally be as rough as you want with this. You're just getting kind of like a base on there, that's all. Just up over the eyelid. You don't want to go up too far with it though, because you can use the eyeshadow to blend it out a little bit afterwards. So you can kind of go nuts, but not too much, because it's a relatively basic, just around the eye look. You don't want it too far out. Of course, I have hooded eyes, and even though you can kind of see that almost on the camera, I'm not sure how much you can see when I open. Not too bad actually, enough for the red colour to go around, but I'm going to take it a little bit higher, because once I open my eyes it might be like, bye! Take it a little bit further up, just to compensate for the hood. But like I say, not too far, because we're going to let the shadow do the rest of that. And a little bit underneath as well, because we're going to be going under there too, so why not layer that one in to start with, just to give that cute base. And I hate trying to get to the corner of my eyes, because I never seem to be able to do it. I'm joking, I can. See, it's almost kind of getting there now, but that's just this. We're going to do the right side later. I'm going to do those bits off camera. I'm just going to focus on this side with you. So next time I come back, this side will be done as well. And then we'll move on to the actual colour palette, which is, again, yes, the James Charles colour palette from Morphe. So, yeah, I shall see you in 2 seconds after I've done the other side. Okay, so ta-da! Both sides done. Now we're going to go in with the actual colour palette, and we're going to be using the blackest of black in this palette, which is called Spooky, which is the colour that I used in the last video as well. And now we're just going to literally kind of a packing brush, and well, this is actually just an eyeshadow brush, but it's very packy. And we're just literally going to pack it all over the eyelids on both sides to really add some depth to what we've already done. Literally just smush that right in there, and don't worry if you go a little bit over, because you want it as deep as possible, and we can always blend it out later with a blendy brush. And because I've got hooded eyes, I often have to fit, even though I can close my eyes like that, if you actually pull it down a little bit, there's a fold underneath where it's like just a white layer, so you have to really pull and drag, literally. When they say don't be a drag, just be a queen, unfortunately, I have to also drag my eyes, ha ha ha, just to make sure it's all literally covered. And then you want a slightly smaller brush for the underneath. But guess what? I'm going to be bold and brave. No, I'm not. I'm going to find my cute little angle brush just to get underneath. There. Because we don't want that one too dark. It's very fine underneath. I'm going to have the other colour, the reddish kind of colour later. I'm going to be using two colours for that, but that's about that for the moment because we're not there yet. Bubble. Dip, dip, dip. In my day we were looking to have tappa tappa tappa. And you really want to get right up to the lash line as well, so I'm just using that to get as close to my eyelid as possible. Eyelid, lash line, you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the lower lash line for the moment because we're going to literally be going over that again later with the liner. But as you can see, the black is very firmly planted on there now. But I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. Tiny fluffy brush. I'm going to use it clean for the moment just to smooth out any edges. I'm not going to add any more to it because it will pick up some as I do this. So sweepy motions, and it will help smoke it out as well. I know we kind of really don't want a smoke look on this, want it as deep as possible, but it's going to help just that little bit. And yes, there has some gone over a little bit because it picked up a lot in that corner, but don't worry, we can fix that quite easily by doing that. And apparently someone outside has a cold. Same again in that quadrant of the eye. Boom! Done. I'm going to do the same on the other side and then come back and then we'll work on the red. See you in a moment. Okay, so we're back. We have both sides done now. Time to move on to the next colour. And I want a slightly smaller brush for a wee bit of detail. I'm going to use another kind of packing brush because with this colour we're going to use one that is called You're Kidding, right? Actually, it doesn't have the right and then it's just You're Kidding. But yeah, dramatic flair. So red. It's kind of red, it's kind of like a burnt orange. But we're going to deepen it with a different colour later. So back onto this side, and as you can see from the picture, it basically is just a little bit of blending and then it just tails straight up all the way back. So that's what we're going to do. Pack it all on there at the top, around what we already did. And this is going to be blended out, so as you can see, when it gets to the top, it kind of like comes almost like a winged line. Instead of going down following the eye, it goes straight out. So we're going to use that as the line. And then we'll match. Take underneath up to match. I have to take this a little bit higher as well because I did eye, so barely visible. In that picture, the for use of a better term, wing actually intersects and goes through the eyebrow, but I'm going to try and not do that and take it just underneath. but we shall see. Woohoo! And on that one it goes all the way back into the hairline, but there's going to be a weave covering this, so you probably won't see it anyways. So underneath, same thing, there's a lot underneath here, so I could probably get away with using a fluffy brush for this one. And of course, she didn't use shadow shield, so we're getting lots of fallout. And then basically you want this to, it hasn't gone in a diamond all the way up, so you need to pretty much, as soon as where you would have your wing, bring it straight up and then continue the straight line, just make it a little bit thicker. So take that up as quick as we can. And then I'm going to fill in a little bit with the black too. Kind of smoke that last corner out. We need more colour. Both there just to make it thicker. Follow that line, girl. Straight back. And then bump, bump, fill in the missing blanks, pack in the colour. Why not? And of course on this picture there's a little bit of sparkle everywhere too, but we're almost losing the black here, so we don't want that to happen. We want to keep the black as well. Do you know, it's quite an interesting image from one side with the hair covering, because by the time I finish doing this side with the hair that I'm going to be using, instead of having it sweeping over, we're going to have two sides looking identical, so it's almost going to look like Batman. And of course, you know, it's going to look like, if I actually drew a bridge in the middle, it would look like the mask, seriously. Not the mask as in the character, but the mask that, yeah. So I'm going to quickly do the other side, and I'm going to blend these in a little bit, and then I'm going to decide whether I want to add that slightly purple tinge to it or just leave it this colour. So catch me in a second when you'll see the other side complete, and then we'll make our minds up. Okay, so we're back and we have the other side to match, more or less. But yeah, there's going to be loads of hair to cover all this shit up, so you probably, half of it might disappear anyway. I've actually gone in with contour, as you probably remember me saying earlier with this one. In that one it's kind of more pale, typical vampire look, but trust me, by the time I finished it will make a lot of sense. That's Dude Vampire, this is Queened Up Vampire, so yeah, we need lots of... So, the next step will be to do the lips, which we're going to do pretty much... We're not going to copy that, but I mean, I like black, and the shiny black is cute, but we're going to purple this out. In fact, I actually have, as you've probably seen me use before, a cute little kind of purpley dark shade, which is literally called Vamped Up, so why not? I mean, you know, it's perfect for this look. Then we've got to do lashes, and obviously fill in underneath the, the waterline. We're going to do all that soon, so... bear with 1 second, because I'm having a side right. See you in a few seconds. Okay, so we're going to get started on the lips. And I'm actually going to, again, create a base by using the liner. Then we're going to go over with black lipstick, and then go over with these, kind of like a lip gloss, really, with the Vamped Up. So we're going to draw the lips out first, fill in the missing blanks, and get on with it. And I always hate doing lips on camera, but here we go. Oop. And the light is not being my friend right now. Oh. Let's see if we can follow the natural shape. Because I want a very pointy kind of look. And I've got a really itchy nose because there's fluff everywhere, thanks to a certain Inky Stinky Binky, whom you all know very well. Start of the show. Okay, so lips lined. I'm going to actually completely colour in with this as well, and then we're going to put the black lipstick on top. So this is, again, adds some base for the shiny stuff. So, but for once, she actually got them through properly, yay! So let's fill in. You're probably thinking, what in the hell are you doing? But I just told him. We're filling in for someone else. Doesn't have to be perfect with this, because the lipstick is going to do the rest of the work. So, there we go. All that drawn. Oops. She made a boo-boo. No, she didn't really. But I'm going to take that into the corners, and same here. Yes, why so serious? Okay. So that's done with the liner. Where did I put the lid? The lid ran off and left me. It's nice here, I found it. We're going to touch up with a gorgeous black lipstick. Yes. I would use the brush, but can't be bothered. Let's go ahead and do the real thing, shall we? Let's get into the corners where I think perhaps you should have used a brush. But that's what the liner's for. Oh, transfers quite well. And the good thing about the gloss that we're going to be using next is it's got a cute little brush on. So, yoink, yoink. A few little touch-ups. And there, and there, and there. And that one doesn't seem to be drawn out as well. There we go, better, done. So that's the black, and now we're going to add the gorgeous, I nearly said fragrance, wow. Oh, where's my head this week, honestly? In the clouds. With this beautiful colour drama, which is literally what this is, it's drama, in the shade Vamped Up, just to give it the little bit of sparkle that we want. I mean, I had to use purple at some point, right? Come on! Even though the outfit is kind of like red and the look is kind of red, but we just had to. So, on we go. You won't actually see it that much, but it will give this, see, the wee bit of a sparkle that we need. And it is appropriately named, so why not? And there we go. The Vamped Up has been added. It's added that little bit of sheen to it. Fabulous. Now we need to do the lashes. Actually, I'm going to, if I can find the lid, where did I put the lid? There it is. Oh, God. Found it! So the lid's back on. Right, so now we're basically going to, and I'm probably going to do this next stage off cam, is basically, because my eyes water like hell, and it's very delicate work. I'm going to do lashes and liner off cam, and then we're going to come up, I'm going to come back, touch up the highlights, and then vanish one more time, do the whole outfit, and you'll find that the camera angle has changed to somewhere over there, so you can see the full length outfit. So, I'm going to do those parts, and I shall see you in a moment. Arrivederci. Okay, so whether it translates on camera or not, off camera we did a very quick highlight on the nose, and we did liner and lashes. I've decided not to use the false purple lashes because, like I said, there's no purple actually in this colour, and the outfit doesn't have purple in it either. So we just basically made final touch-ups. And now it's time to pop on the weave and go and get ready. So the next time you will see the completed look. Stand by. So as you can see, this is the gorgeous finished look with the pretty vampire dress. Vampire Queen goes to the ball. So yep, here it is, finished look. The wig on, the gorgeous fluffy to match the black and red eyes, and of course the dress to do the same. And there we have it. Vampire Queen. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and show everybody what it is. And don't forget to tune in next time for another episode of Tips Toe, when I will be doing basically a look that requires the title Spectrum. So stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, dismiss that's the start of the expression for I want to suck your blood.